And it is my view and the view of most informed observers that the tide has started to turn against Trump, and it is the hard position, the uncompromising position of our nation led by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi that is causing the global tide to turn against Donald Trump. Even the American media is now beginning to say, with the kind of position that Narendra Modi has taken, Trump going to have to back off. And the great part about the communication of the Indian government is that it's measured, it's statesmanlike, but it is also unflinchingly clear. This comment, which I am about to play next, of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, makes his position clear. He says, it is my national interest, our farmers, our agriculture, on which I am not going to compromise. It's a clear, unequivocal position, a statement of certainty and a statement of intent from the Indian Prime Minister. Hear this first.
भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा। और मैं जानता हूं व्यक्तिगत रूप से मुझे बहुत बड़ी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी, लेकिन मैं इसके लिए तैयार हूं। मेरे देश के किसानों के लिए, मेरे देश के मछुआरों के लिए, मेरे देश के पशुपालकों के लिए आज भारत तैयार है।
What Narendra Modi is saying essentially, that we have prepared for this. We are ready to pay the price, be able to ride this out, and that he doesn't care about the cost that it has on him personally. That's what leadership is about. But Narendra Modi isn't just saying things. He's also sent National Security Advisor Ajit Doval. We had the pictures of Ajit Doval meeting Vladimir Putin. And at the end of that meeting, Ajit Doval made a very interesting announcement. And he was there, he spoke to all the Russians. At the end of that meeting, he announced that Vladimir Putin is going to be visiting India. A very important statement and very important announcement globally that Putin is going to be traveling to India, which is a big strategic statement by Russia towards India as well. Hear this.
You have very rightly mentioned, Excellency, that we have got a very special relationship, a long relationship, and we highly value our strategic partnership. We have had high-level engagements, and these relationships, these high-level engagements have contributed very substantially. We are very excited and delighted to learn about the visit of His Excellency, the President of Russia, President Putin, to India. I think that the dates are almost finalized now.
And that made global headlines that Putin is going to be traveling in. Here, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to state that it is not just Putin traveling to India which is important. Even the Chinese are seeing an opportunity, and the Chinese see India as leading the way in countering America. In a way, even the Chinese have not been able to. We had a statement from the spokesperson of the Chinese embassy saying India's sovereignty is non-negotiable and India's foreign policy choices cannot be manipulated by other countries, no matter how significant their own ties with India are. I find this statement very important because the Chinese are basically standing behind India. Nikki Haley, who's a Republican and at what point of time was challenging Trump for the presidential candidacy, said that China, an adversary and the #1 buyer of Russian and Iranian oil, got a 90-day tariff pause. Don't give China a pass and burn a relationship with a strong ally like India. So reasonable politicians in America, even ex-allies of Donald Trump, are saying you are making a mistake with India. When the Brazilian president, Lula da Silva, was asked whether he will meet Donald Trump, he said, I will not call Trump because he does not want to talk. And I don't know if I have this comment with me. He said, I would rather call Narendra Modi and Xi Jinping, which talks about India's stature at a global level. Hear this, please.
Vocês pensam, eu não vou ligar para o Trump para conversar lá, não, porque ele não quer falar. Mas pode ficar certo, Marina. Eu vou ligar para ele, vou ligar para o Xi Jinping, vou ligar para o primeiro-ministro Modi, vou ligar. Só não vou ligar para o Putin, porque o Putin não está podendo viajar. Mas vou ligar para muitos presidentes. Cara, vem aqui.
So, viewers, the point I'm trying to make is, across the world, people are looking at the way Narendra Modi is leading this very calm and statesman-like tariff battle with America and seeing in India's stance something that they can emulate. But viewers, in America also, people, the Americans are beginning to get worried about Donald Trump. According to a research done by the Budget Lab at Yale University, the average American household will spend at least $2,000 more this year because of Trump's tariff tyranny. As per estimates from Morgan & Stanley, Trump's 50% tariffs will directly impact 67% of India's exports to the US. Now, who's going to pay for that? The American household, the American taxpayer, already burdened, already under pressure with the $37 trillion debt that his economy has, is going to be paying for all this nonsense that American President Donald Trump is unfortunately doing. The tariffs are basically import taxes which are paid by US importers. When Trump imposes tariffs, ladies and gentlemen, the higher prices will naturally, basic economics, get passed on to the consumers, which means that everything that America does not produce domestically, whether it's coffee, tea, or even bananas, are going to become more expensive. And since working and middle-class Americans spend a larger share of their income on goods like food, housing, electronics, they are the ones who are going to be maximum affected. So basically, it is Americans who are going to pay. And I have a visual which also tells you, viewers, that frankly, nobody cares much for American bullying. You know, the United Arab Emirates president, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, he traveled to Russia for his second visit to the country in less than a year. This is very important because according to Trump, any country directly or indirectly buying oil from Russia will face sanctions. Now, the UAE imports from Russia crude oil, ladies and gentlemen, and it did so in 2023. And in June 2025, Saudi Arabia emerged as the top buyer for Russian seaborne fuel oil and vacuum gas oil. This meeting of the UAE president indicates that countries like the UAE will continue to do business with Russia, regardless of all these threats that America is putting towards India or towards China or towards Russia directly. So if we are able to wear this out, if we are able to just stare America back, we are sure to succeed, ladies and gentlemen. And all these meetings, these are not acts of defiance. If Narendra Modi has gone to Brazil, if the UAE president is in Moscow, these are not heresies. This is not sacrilege. This is how the world works. If Narendra Modi is being honored by the Brazilian president there, this is how the world works. Problem is, with the limited experience that Donald Trump has, he is unwilling to accept the reality of a multipolar world where neither he nor America are as powerful as they think they are. Importantly, for viewers in India, I would like to say, what does the world say about Narendra Modi and the government of India today? Even Reuters, which I often find quite critical, says, India's Modi vows no compromise on foreign interests amidst Trump's tariff salvo. This is just a glimpse of the global media. MSNBC says what Trump doesn't but should understand about his own trade deals. Headlines like this give me a clear sense that given the strength and conviction with which India is staring Trump back, people within America and the rest of the world are seeing this as a silver lining, an opportunity. That if a large country like India, which has a great future, is able to stare America back, it opens the door for free determining of economic and foreign policy by countries around the entire world, whether in Asia, large parts of the global south, South America, or Africa. And that is India's eventual destiny. This is not a Trump versus Modi battle, therefore. It is a battle between Trump's arrogance and the patience and relentless patience of the rest of the world.